Anyway, since we last left off, you guys were all on the ship on the transport. By the time you get over to Ilse, sorry, I actually wrote it down wrong again, didn't I? Yeah, Ilse. Um, you notice that the Elven Bard basically says, "I've had enough of this," and wanders off into the city, never to be seen again by you guys. Bye bye, Elven Bard.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
The city itself is a port city. Hold on, I'll bring up the map in 1 second. Alright. Shoots. There we go. As you can see, it's a port city to the south, with various ships still lined up with the south along along the port. What is wrong with my speech tonight? Along the harbor to the south. However, that is not the only mode of transportation. Ilse has had a trading partnership with Emlarin for a while now, and there is a gating system in one of the sectors of the city, basically to get between Emlarin and down to some other areas that are very far away and would be impossible to travel to otherwise.
Ah, okay.
Little hint for another campaign, but the population here favors lizard folk, humans. There are kobolds, of course, and other such races around here that you'll find usually to the west. But now it includes you guys. So you've docked. Sorry, your airship is docked. You're off the ship. The captain and her first mate, or whatever he might be, stay behind and seem to be cleaning the ship, probably off the whatever the mollusks left behind when they were attaching themselves to the engine room.
I'm sorry. I completely brain farted on the last part you just said. Like what?
You remember what you fought last week, right?
Oh yeah. Totally.
Yeah, you fought them in the engine room.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So is everybody muted and quiet or something, or?
Oh no, I don't want to role play. Nobody's here.
I am ready. Let's do this.
Oh, okay. Then there's this one of like. So our quest is to 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 do the thing. Yes, you kept up with our goals, correct?
That wasn't my job. That was his job.
Whose job was it? Oh my goodness, give me the paper. Get a paper.
What you got was a description of the disc, and I believe you were handed a small stone that should react well with the disc once it is placed on top of the disc. The disc has
Hey,
a couple of symbols around it that I think you might have copied, or maybe it was the Elven Bard who left you. But one
did
of
we
you
get
guys.
a description of the guy we're looking for?
You're looking for a centaur
Yes.
named Greyrun.
Centaur. Okay. Well, this area seems to be inhabited by all types of people. Looking around, do I see many centaur?
You don't see any centaur, but in a place like this, a centaur would probably stick out.
It should not be hard at all to find this centaur. Let us have a look around the city.
All right. After you.
With pleasure, sir. She walks forward.
So, Brack, how do you want to get introduced to the party? Do you want to just bump into them randomly, or do you want to meet them somewhere, or what?
Probably meet them somewhere.
All right. So, what points of interest are you guys searching for at this point? I believe Flames.
Looking for anyone that looks like a centaur.
All right. But where would you like to go first? This is a standard port city. To find plenty of things to go to. There's the shops.
Urza's going to stop at the first person she sees and introduce herself. Is it a male or a woman?
This one is indistinct. It's some sort of lizard folk. Hard to tell gender just by looking at them.
Hello there, good sir or woman. My name is Urza Scarlet, she bows.
The lizard folk plucks an eyebrow of sorts. Well, not really a brow, but the ridges of its face. Yeah, can I help you?
I am new to this town. I am here to ask you, sir, what is the most reputable part of this town?
It ponders for a moment, trying to mull over your words. Oh, reputable. It snorts and then laughs slightly with that. What are you exactly? Looking for work? Are you a trader? It looks you up and down. Start looking up and down to see if you're carrying anything.
I am just merely checking around the city. I would like to know the most reputable parts and the dirtiest parts.
Outsiders. It throws up a hand and starts walking away.
Wait! She grabs his shoulder.
It growls slightly at her forwardness. I don't have time to talk to you. I've got work.
You will make time for me.
Are any of the rest of you going to get involved in this?
I'm just gonna watch this happen.
I am merely asking you a question. Be a good, gentle lizard and answer the question.
And you be a polite visitor to this city and leave me the hell alone. It starts poking you in the chest with a taloned finger.
Urza says, you know what? Carry on. We'll catch up later.
It walks off in a huff.
Well, that didn't go as well as I expected.
Maybe the next guy will be more genuine and helpful.
Well, perhaps you step forward and you speak to the next person we meet.
I can't, I'm shy.
Aww.
That makes no sense. How can you be shy and join a random group?
You gave me tea.
I will give you more tea if you speak to the next person.
Where's my dice bag?
Oh, look, there's one there.
There is
I can't do this.
a young-looking elven woman walking down the street carrying a bundle of cloth.
Urza with her hand on... What's your name again? What's your character name?
Akepda.
What?
Akepda.
Akepta. Urza with her hand on Akepta's back pushes
Whoa.
him forward.
The woman stops and stares at you.
Hello, woman. My friend here, Akepta, has some questions for you.
She clutches her bundle tight. Yeah? What kind of questions?
Proceed, Akepta.
Okay, you just see Akepta looking shaken, just awestruck, all these conditions. She does not speak, and she's just shaking, shivering, and all that stuff.
Wait, what?
She's shaken. He's not talking at all.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is Akepta a girl?
You can't tell.
Oh.
Cool.
Urza says, Akepta, let's not keep the lady waiting.
I back away.
Ma'am, could you introduce me to the certain parts of the city? I am new here, and I wish to know more about the town.
Yeah, sorry, I just got blindsided by something Gabriel was whispering. You're saying she kind of like looks up at you with these amber / red eyes. Just like, but I'm not supposed to go looking around the city.
Why not?
It's not all safe.
I'm sorry, didn't catch the last word.
It's not all safe.
What do you mean it's not all safe?
She clutches her bundle tighter. Why are you talking to me?
Could you tell me what parts are not safe? I will surely make them safer.
Yeah. She kind of puts up this little chuckle, looking you over. That's what the last dead body said.
Do you doubt my capabilities, ma'am?
You're just one person.
With a bunch of comrades behind her. She beckons back to the rest of her group. We seek a centaur. We do not know his name, but he stole something that is not his. Do you know any centaurs in the town?
Centaurs? They don't usually. She pauses for a moment and thinks, well, actually, I think I did see one just the other day heading towards the inn.
Which one?
What do you mean, which one? The
Is
inn.
there only one inn?
The one that's called the inn, she says.
Oh, thank you very much for your time. Urza bows again and drops a gold piece into her hand.
The woman
May
actually.
this take care of all of your worries.
The woman looks a little bit surprised at the money, clutches it in her hand, and runs off.
Well, gents, we have ourselves a lead. Let us make way toward the inn.
But where is the inn?
I have no idea.
Can I roll a knowledge anything for this?
Sure. Knowledge local.
Alright.
You hear several conflicting stories about where this inn might be located.
No matter.
So where exactly are we on the map?
Hold on one second. I keep getting whispers, and when that happens, I have to. It breaks
No
my
problem.
concentration.
Your echo is actually really bad.
I know because my headset broke.
Oh, got you. How did it break?
I have no idea.
You wouldn't stop criticizing her on her echo.
Shut up, man.
Okay, well the rest of you
We
guys are.
actually just got a new headset.
But you need that echolocation.
My bat isn't in this campaign.
I got noise canceling headphones so people can sneak up on me when I'm playing D&D.
Yeah, same.
That's why I have my computer in front of my mirror.
That's creepy as fuck.
Anyway, is everyone else you guys going to put in your 2 cents, or are you just gonna stay quietly behind the two that are actually talking?
Yeah, good question.
Nobody there questions her.
No, if you want me to. I mean, he is fasting, so he's probably trying to conserve energy.
Okay, you're fasting. What about the other guy?
I don't know. Question, can you let me know when it's been 9 days since the campaign started?
Right now it's only been, I think it's only been 1 day.
It's probably around nighttime when we arrived in the city, since the journey was going to take like 16 hours. How long did you say?
Something like that. Yeah, basically it is the evening at this point. Hold on, yeah, good idea. My mic shut up. Anyway, since the rest of your characters are being so quiet, let's see. As you're passing by the street, you notice a tea house.
Ah, that smells quite lovely. Shall we stop in for a drink, gents?
Yes, absolutely.
I
Sounds
do
good to
love
me.
my tea. We walk into the tea shop. Yes, could I get a glass of your finest tea?
The young woman behind the counter, not the same woman you saw before, but another elven woman, nods her head and looks around at your companions. Shall we be brewing enough for everybody?
Yes, that would be splendid.
As she goes to get her order, quoting a price of 5 copper, which is much cheaper than the last place you're at. One of the of the several people that are in the room, the one that might catch your attention the most is the four-armed lizard folk who's sitting over in the corner.
Urza takes her glass of tea and sits at the table closest to the lizard folk, gathering her comrades around at the table. This tea is splendid, no?
Yes, I do enjoy some tea.
Nothing like a fine glass of tea on a hunt for a centaur.
It has a delicate flowery aroma coming from it.
I wonder what type of flower this is. It is a quite nice touch on the glass of tea.
Can I roll knowledge nature?
Sure.
Okay. Damn it.
It's hard to tell what kind of flower it is, but it is it does seem to have an agreeable effect on you.
Okay.
Urza drinks down her tea quickly and then looks around. I wonder how we are going to find the centaur. This town is quite large. We don't even know where the inn is.
Maybe
The
Omen
Minotaur drinking over at the near another nearby table looks over at you. The inn? You've got to be kidding! You don't know where the inn is?
Do you expect me to know where the inn is? Do you know where the inn is at my hometown?
Well, the inn is right down the street. It's quite obvious. You can see the big sign for it right over there. He points out the door.
Oh. You've been such a wonderful help. She walks over to this Minotaur and starts shaking his hand rapidly. Thank you so much, sir. This saved us a lot of time.
Alright, so we going to the inn?
Is the lizard folk going to talk?
Sorry, I was waiting for a good time to when they're gonna interact. Probably that's where my character is just kind of head for a room.
All right. So basically, you're saying is that as they head out to the inn, you're basically just coincidentally following on their heels.
Yeah.
Probably say something along the lines of centaur, centaur, centaur. Have you seen a centaur? Centaur. Do you
Looking
know
for
of any
centaurs.
centaurs? Are you friends with centaurs? You're a minotaur. They're like your reverse cousin. Why don't you talk to your family anymore? They miss you.
Oh, cool.
Brack, no, you would not have any knowledge of what they're doing. You feel free to put your piece down up behind them.
Urza walks in. Hello, innkeeper.
The innkeeper is another minotaur. This one a female. She looks up from polishing her counter.
Have you rented out any
Hello
rooms
there.
tonight to someone of the Centaur race?
Tonight? No, but yesterday I rented one out to him.
I guess not.
As you're talking to the Minotaur, the
Mhm.
whoops, sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. The Minotaur, the woman at the count, sorry, the Minotaur woman at the counter, stops polishing, looks up and smiles at you. A centaur? Not tonight, but last night. Yesterday, I rented a room out. I think he's still there. As you're entering in, you notice that the four-armed lizard folk you spotted in the tea room has now walked into the inn as well.
Urza takes note of that and looks back to the woman. You said that she or he is still there. Do you know his name?
She looks over at her accounting book, slips through it a bit, pokes at a name. I believe it's listed as Greyrun.
I have business with this Grey Run. Could you escort me to his room?
I'm afraid I can't leave the counter, but he should be just down the hall a ways. The inn is not particularly busy tonight.
Thank you very much, ma'am. You've been a big assistance. Sorry, getting my words together. We might be renting a room tonight. I will be back to discuss further business with you.
Well, that would be a pleasure. How big is your group?
We are a group of 4. No more.
All right then. I'll see what's available when you come back.
All right. Thank you very kindly. She walks away.
As you're walking away, I want to whisper.
To me?
I think that lizard thing is following us.
Urza walks up to the
Are you
lizard.
talking about me?
No,
No,
this
I mean-
thing. Excuse me, sir.
He's just gonna raise an so-called of an eyebrow.
My comrade here seems to think that you are following us. That would be an incorrect assumption, no?
I am definitely not following you guys.
It is best to keep it that way. Unless, do you know anything of a centaur in this area?
Over what I heard is that he's in a room.
That is exactly what I just heard. Do you know anything more?
No, not really.
Urza looks at you skeptically. All right. I will be taking my leave now.
All right. It was nice to meet you.
Follow, follow, follow.
So are the other two just kind of staying outside, not doing anything?
No, I'm gonna stop by random people outside the inn and go, "Have you seen a centaur? I'm looking for a centaur."
There are people running away from the little kobold who's questioning people.
And out of character, we're looking for this person because he stole something, and he is.
This is what
we're supposed to get it back.
Yeah, that's what you were told. You were told that the centaur has stolen this disc thing. You were given the description of the disc and something to identify it properly, to make sure that it wasn't a simple forgery.
Okay.
You don't actually know for certain what if that's the truth. All you know is what you've been told.
Right. Urza walks to the first room and bangs on the door loudly. Hello, is there a centaur in here by the name of Gray? Brain fart.
Gray Run.
Gray what?
Gray Run.
Gray Run. That's it.
You get no response from that room, and it appears to be nice and empty. Clean beds.
Urza continues down the hall. She bangs on the door. Excuse me, is there a centaur in here by the name of Gray Run?
No gray runs in here. The door does not open, and you hear the sound of furniture being pushed around.
Sense motive.
Are you sure that there is? What is your name then?
Is she kind of half leaning out the door so we can't see her bottom half?
Wait, who are you talking about?
This lady that came to the door, can we only see like her top half because that's what she's exposing to the door?
No woman's coming to the door. There's the centaur. It didn't open the door. He's in his room and he's pushing stuff around.
Gee, I'm not. The centaur didn't open the door for you guys. So there is a centaur in this room.
Urza cracks the door. Is it unlocked?
The door is locked.
We only need to discuss a matter of business, nothing more.
You hear
You say that you are not Greyrun, but this is the only room in this inn left.
you hear crashing around in there. It sounds like a window's trying to be forced open.
Urza breaks down the door with a strength check.
Yes, roll your strength check. Okay, yeah, the door flies open. You see a centaur back near the window of the room, trying to figure out how he can get out to the window. Where unfortunately his body won't quite fit since he's big.
Excuse me, sir. What are you doing?
He lets out a blood curdling shriek as he sees you. Stay back! Stay back!
No, shh. There is no need for such things. Are you the man Greyrun?
No, stay back. You're not getting this.
So you did steal the disc.
He'll have my hide if I don't return it. If I don't bring it to him.
Ooh, initiative.
Ooh, you're going to attack him?
Well, we're going to start initiative, yes. And Urza will say, I am here on a mission to retrieve the stolen disc. I have something and means to find out if it's a forgery or not.
Alrighty. Let me roll initiative. That makes me think.
Urza
I'm on a
draws
mission.
her sword.
We haven't gotten any sleep since last night, have we?
Oh, yeah, I totally did. On the
Okay,
ship.
Yeah, you guys would have rested during the ship transit.
Oh, okay.
What makes me think when he's saying he's on a mission, it makes me think, I'm quoting, I'm on a mission from God.
I haven't decided if I wanted Urza to follow a god or not.
No, I don't think you should.
You have never seen the Blues Brothers?
Nope.
Oh wow. Yeah, I think that kind of summed up the age gap here.
Yep.
Oh, God. It's a great movie. How can you not see the Blues Brothers?
Sorry.
It has the best car chase ever.
I've seen the Dukes of Hazzard.
What is wrong with you? Dude,
Hey, I wouldn't
I'm,
either, man.
I'm serious. You have to sit down with the Blues Brothers at some point. You'll love it.
All right.
All right, looks like the little kobold's first, even though he's very, very far away.
And has no idea. Unless you hear the yelling and the screaming.
I probably don't. I'll probably just keep on going around. Have you seen a centaur? I'm looking for a centaur. Just no help.
So you ending your turn?
So,
Seen a centaur. Seen a centaur, that's funny. Is that the end of your turn, Rice Cracker? That you're just still talking and not doing anything else?
You're muted, Ed.
Ed?
Or no, he's not. He may have lagged out.
No, I didn't lag out. Can you hear me?
I can
now
hear
I
you.
can.
I said I'm gonna go ahead and pass my turn since I probably won't be able to do anything relevant.
Alrighty. Elven Wizard, it's on to you.
Okay. Not sure what I should do, but I'm going to delay.
How far would you like to delay?
Two turns.
Urza, your turn.
She says with her sword out threateningly, "This does not have to get ugly. I am merely here to retrieve the disc. Who is it that wishes to have it?"
Oh, come on. Come on. I can't give this disc up. It's already promised to Prince Lograt. You have no idea what it'll do to me if I can't deliver it to him.
Why would you promise something that is not yours? Just promise out. She steps forward.
He wrings his hands. Because I'm good at acquiring things.
That is not good enough. Either pass this over or this gets hairy.
I can't pass it over. Do you do anything more than just move in on him intimidatingly, or are you...
Standard action will be intimidate, because I'm not going to attack him yet.
Okay. He seems to be very much cowering beneath your intimidate, but he still seems very scared about the one he promises to deliver the package to.
Alright, and my turn.
Roland, it's on you now.
What?
It's your turn.
Shut up.
It's the centaur's turn, isn't it?
This is the centaur's turn. And this guy.
No, Urza. For some reason, Urza was duplicated on there. It's Roland's turn.
Do I hear the commotion?
Roll a listen check, then.
Grizz?
No, you did not hear the commotion. And yes,
Oh, I just want the initiative of 11? Isn't that the centaur?
yeah, that is. But Roland's
Okay.
first. See, Roland has a 14.
Roland has a 14.
I see a 8 for me.
Yeah, I see an 8.04. Where's the 14 at?
You guys got duplicated on here. I don't know how that happened. Maybe you guys started putting in torn orders before we cleared it out. I thought it cleared it out last time, but
Yeah, on the initiative currently, I see the centaur, the lizard, the kobold, the green wizard, and Urza. I don't see Roland on the initiative.
Someone just removed it from the initiative.
I still see Roland. It's at 14 down below. Do you guys? Is there something wrong with the initiative?
Yeah, you might have to refresh it, Grizz, because I don't even see that.
All right, because I think I might have removed the wrong one then, because I kept seeing duplicates and I was fixing those. Hold on.
Did that fix it? for you?
I still see a 14 for Roland at the bottom.
Did he private roll you anything? Because, yeah, I don't see anything at
No,
all.
I just see it at the see him at the bottom.
Okay.
Do you see him now?
Yeah, but his initiative was an 8.
Yeah, but unfortunately I got re-rolled to it 14 by accident here, and that's how I kind of was
That's
looking at the
fine.
initiative thing, so I'm keeping it at an 8 out of 14. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Let's see. You're close to him.
So is my turn?
What?
So you said it's my turn or no?
It was, and then I said you didn't hear the commotion. So I thought that meant your turn was over, or maybe we're just talking over each other. I didn't hear you.
I'll just be chilling in this chair then.
All right. Let's see. Centaur's turn. Let's see. He doesn't have anywhere else to back up to because he's kind of stuck there.
Pincered his ass.
Yeah. Yeah. But remember, he does have hooves. So if he wants to attack you, he's got a pretty good pretty good weapon there. Basically, he looks very scared at the moment, and basically says, "Look, I can't give this to you. I already promised it to him. You don't want to cross Prince Lograth."
I will have none of this, sir. I am here simply on a mission that will further my future career in a guild.
You
This
won't.
is just one miniature step on the way. It is a job, and I must complete it.
He actually starts glaring at you. You won't have much of a career ahead of you if you steal from the prince.
What are you talking about? It
This-
is you who has stolen this.
Yes, but it already, as far as Prince Lograth is concerned, it belongs to him now, and he will
Because
not
you
be happy
stole
if you take it from me.
I do not wish to harm you if it's not necessary. Just hand it over, and we'll deal with the prince later.
He starts laughing hysterically at that. Lizardfolk, your turn. You're saying you're paying for everybody's room. They don't know if they're staying yet, so you might want to wait on that. Kobold's turn.
Yay!
Cubby.
I still have no idea what's going on. Centaur? Have you seen a centaur? I'm looking for a centaur.
The Minotaur woman at the desk points down the hall to where she sent the other two. Is there a centaur that way? She says.
Can I use this as an opportunity to make a move action?
Yes, you may.
Alright. I have no idea what my base... Oh, it's 30. So, double move.
Yeah, you could probably get like right there.
Hey! There's a centaur down this hall!
Oh yes,
I'll
there
shout
is.
down.
Oh yes, we've already found the centaur.
You're welcome, by the way.
Thank you.
There really was nothing. Calm down.
If Ellen Wizard wants to make a move, now's the time.
Okay. I'm gonna walk in, like right there, and say, I'm not gonna say anything now that I think of it. I'm just gonna look there and look at him, and that's it.
Are you going to intimidate him or attempt to?
No, there's no point. Wait, could I aid, or is that her intimidate thing?
Are you,
You can raise it by 2 if you meet a DC of 10, 15. I don't remember. 10. I think it's higher. If it's higher than the 10, you can raise what I rolled by 2.
Okay, I'm gonna do just that.
But you have to make a convincing, intimidating argument.
Okay. Mr. Centaur, there's no point in arguing about not giving us the disc. You're not gonna leave here without it, so just give it to us.
You don't know what he'll do to me if I don't bring it to him, he shouts.
And what will he do to you that I won't do to you?
That stuff.
What? Actually considering him, but anyway. Well, yeah, that reminds me. What are the for the male characters in the party? What's your sexuality?
Taking after the Allfather, but being a kobold himself, very, very horny and willing to reproduce at any time with any other kobold.
Does that mean attracted to either gender or just female?
No, just female. More reproduction.
Straight. Straight edge.
Just wait, it gets better because this is gonna be funny. Is it my turn?
Oh yeah, I'm done with my turn.
It is now your turn.
Oh man. Oh, this is bad. This is just bad. Urza looks at this like she lowers her weapon for a second, and then she kind of just gives him this look and says, "Come now, surely you'll hand the disc over to someone as beautiful and endearing as me."
Oh wow.
He just gives a face basically that looks like that you're the opposite of beautiful to him. That you're probably the most ugliest troll he has ever seen.
He doesn't think you've got enough junk in your trunk.
Does he say, does he say anything verbally? Because it'll piss her off out of character.
No, he's just giving her this look.
Hey, centaurs look for a little bit more junk, buddy. Don't worry.
Is that the end of your action?
Yeah.
Roland, your turn. You saw your kobold companion head down the hall in search of the centaur.
I'll get up and follow him. Where's he going? Hey, where'd you go, buddy?
Yeah, I'm just gonna point down the hall. Centaur! There's a centaur.
I double move to the kobold centaur. Well, we're looking for a centaur.
How are you guys moving your characters on the lines?
Like that?
What do you need?
Because I gotta restart my
Instead of the
mouse.
squares, like you're moving it on top of the lines.
Oh, well, you just hold out.
Oh, like this?
Oh, okay.
And then if you use the
Cool.
keyboard, it'll move your character one square at a time.
I hear you. Okay, I got it.
Alright, so yeah. Oh, there's a centaur around here, boy. Show me where this car. I haven't seen one of them. Have I seen one of them? Are there any centaur in the north?
Yeah, centaurs.
Sorry, I mean,
probably-
yeah, centaurs are fairly nomadic in this area. So yeah, they've been to the north, they've been to the south. There's the occasional centaur looking for work in the cities. Typically, usually a male.
I haven't seen one of them in a very long time. Gander, just for like. Yeah, that'll be my action. He doesn't know.
The
Exactly.
The centaur seems to be trying to grab for something at his side. It's like, you have no idea what he'll do. You seem to be only able to harm me physically. He has a direct line to some really scary stuff beyond.
This is a spot check to see what he's grabbing at the side, if I can meet the DC.
Is that your planer butt stuff?
No, but you can't exactly tell what he's grabbing for, but there's a good
Okay.
chance he's grabbing for a
I
weapon.
will also make a spot check.
Not even in the same room. I'm gonna just hold off on making the spot check.
Yeah.
Hey,
What do you mean that he can harm you mentally and spiritually?
You have no idea what the prince is capable of.
Why does he think that this belongs to him all of a sudden? Do you know?
He paid for it already. He gave a down payment.
To you?
Of course, to me. He needs it. If I don't get it to him, he's going to do worse than kill me. And if I'm dead already, he might just hunt down my soul.
Urza feels torn in this situation. On one hand, she says we must complete our job. On the other hand, she is like, well, if harm falls to this person, then she will feel guilty about it. But he did steal it, so she will ask him one more time, please hand over this before this gets unnecessarily violent.
He doesn't seem to wish to be complying with you. He seems to be ready to make a striking move on his next turn.
All right, then that's where it'll start.
Lizard man.
Lizard Man gonna do anything? Ira? Ira?
Guess not.
Guess not.
All right. Kobold.
What up?
It's Kobold's turn.
Okay. Has this guy become violent yet?
You don't know from your position. You don't hear any grunts or things like that, but yes, he looks like he's about to become violent.
You
Since he's
hear
back in
Urza's
the
loud
corner.
ass mouth.
As movement action, I'll move to the doorway, draw my bow, and that's my turn.
Alrighty then. Elven Wizard, up to you.
I see him draw his bow, right? Or do I have to make a spot check?
You have to make a spot check. He's grabbing something at his side.
No, I'm talking about the kobold.
Oh yeah, you see the kobold draw his bow. Well, actually, you don't. You hear him draw his bow behind you because he's behind you.
Okay. I'm gonna move. Yeah, right there. I'm gonna say, guys, this doesn't even get bloody. I point my finger and I cast color
You cast what?
spray.
Oh
Oh,
boy,
that's
that once knocked out a group of drow.
So what does that do?
Yeah, post
You
the
gotta make a
text to
will
that.
save. Or you fall unconscious.
For how long?
2d4 rounds.
Wait, what is the
Color
thing
spray.
he just cast?
We'll see.
Yeah, color spray actually. In my first campaign here in
It's really good.
in roll 20, color spray ended up bloodlessly winning a battle at one point against 2 drow.
I remember that.
Yay, you're here.
Did he pass his will save or fail it? Oh, yeah.
Failed.
I'm thinking he failed. Grey Run
Oh,
lets
he
out.
is unconscious for 7 rounds.
Nice. Grey Run lets out a squeaking noise and is now rendered unconscious for you guys to do whatever you want to him.
There's a searches to see what he was going to be grabbing and takes whatever, well, not whatever, but just looks for the spear thing that she's looking for, the ring or whatever it is.
It's a disc.
Yes,
He
that's
looks like he was grabbing for his longsword, and you find what appears to be the disc in a pouch at his side.
All right.
Okay,
Urza
battle.
picks up the disc.
The battle is over. Let's see, everybody but the lizard folk were involved. So the 4 of you get 200 XP.
Nice.
Hey.
Ooh, wait, 200 or 400?
200.
200.
Oh.
I said the 4 of you, since the lizard folk really wasn't involved, so it's just really the 4 of you.
I can make a fee, right?
What?
You said I count?
Yeah.
Alright, sweet.
Can I like make a spot check to see what's around the room? Or would that be
You don't need a spot check for that. The room, pretty much, instead of a regular bed at the moment, it looks like it's more of a hay barrel that would look good for the for a centaur to lay in rather than a bed. There's a few bits of like loose type of clothing, sort of clothing that a centaur might potentially wear. Centaurs are usually not very known for their clothing.
We only got like 42 seconds. Like I'm just attempting to take this disc and use the item that I have to make sure it's the real deal. Does it interact?
Yeah, it does. It flashes up red on the symbols for a moment, and does nothing else.
All right. I take his long sword and I leave him unconscious, shutting his door behind me.
Aw, poor
I
Grayron.
follow.
Come along now.
So there's a good chance that you probably don't want to stay here at the inn because he will wake up and try to get it back from you. He is a thief.
But you know what then? I'm going to start setting traps in his room.
What kind of traps?
Let me go in my inventory. I believe they're just basic like arrow traps that I got.
Wait, hang on. Are we leaving or are we gonna get a room?
No, we're leaving.
You can't get a room now.
No, you can.
You're funny.
The lizard folk seem to have been interested in paying for your room for the night, if you decide to stay.
Is he saying that?
Yeah, do we know that?
Thank you very much for your kind advice, Minotaur woman. I never did catch your name, Urza bows.
I didn't catch yours either, honey. She says.
Urza Scarlet.
Looks down the hall. Do I have a mess to clean up in there, or
Out of
Oh.
character. Does Color Spray leave a mess?
no?
You
It does
shouldn't.
not.
I'm going to warn her about the razor wire across the door frame going into the room.
All right. She sighs heavily at this.
We did no harm. We only rendered him unconscious. There should be no mess for you at all.
Yo, this innkeeper sounds very nonchalant about us.
But unfortunately,
She's a
we will
Minotaur.
be
She's
taking our
seen things.
Urza drops a gold piece in the innkeeper's hand. Thank you for your honesty and your integrity. Continue the hard work.
Thank you for the money. She looks over at everyone else. None of you are staying?
No, we must go because, being that he is only unconscious, surely he will wake up and seek the item that we retrieved from him that he had stolen. It is best for us to avoid conflict at all costs.
Yeah, we should probably get out of here right now. Oh shit.
I'm on overdrive.
Guess we go this. I don't know, this way. Shit. Or is it we got the item? We will be heading back to the airship pronto, as our job is complete.
Okay, Brack, are you heading after them?
I don't really have points to. I haven't had any really interactions with them.
Curiosity.
Gotta follow us.
Yeah, you
Be
guys can
creeper.
stop talk to the lizard folk some to, make sure that the lizard folk comes along.
Assuming that the wizard has described what he did, knowing that we only have seconds before this guy wakes up, we're running. Like at this point.
Hey, you might want to get out of here as well.
I'm a couple seconds behind you guys, as I just stuck a razor wire in the doorway, and then closed the door behind it.
Did you just describe what my character? Like, do you know what my character?
No, not really.
All right, my character is a guy with a trench coat.
Guy with a trench coat.
And yeah, he points at you with his metallic hand.
He's just gonna ask, where do I go then?
I mean, you can follow us if you want, sort of, as long as you don't try to kill us. And he's just like, zoom, zoom, zoom.
Those
I
are
guess he's just gonna listen then.
That's the best railroading words I've ever heard in my life.
more guidelines. Those are more guidelines than actual rules.
I think I have an addiction to chapstick. I like always.
So
apply
you guys
chapstick
are
to my
ready
lips.
to basically running down the street, heading back for the airship port, and not doing anything else while you're here.
No, our mission is complete. We had some wonderful tea. Now it is time to head back and get us another job.
Alrighty then.
Get a job. I do apologize, as I hope that you had nothing else planned here, because Urza is very linear in her tasks.
Holy
Oh wait, were you telling me that?
I was telling Grizz that.
Alright, as you get back to the airship docks, you see that the captain of the ship is finishing cleaning out the gunk and looks up in surprise at the lot of you. Ah, you've come back.
We are ready to make way back to where we came from.
Really? You wish to hire on again?
How much would it be? Since you were so kind to give us the trip last time, how much would payment be this time?
Well, she ponders for a moment. What sort of services do you lot offer? She asks.
Wait, are we all here?
I would be happy to help clean your ship, and if you would like to dine on some of my dinners, I am quite a good chef. Out of character, she's a horrible chef.
The Gith woman looks you over and says, "Well, I have gotten quite interested in the food around here. What about the rest of you, though?" She looks around at the other group and then tilts her head a bit at the lizard folk. Her metallic companion, who basically is about the size of a dwarf, stalks forward a little bit, also seemingly inspecting the four-armed lizard folk. Its large eye ports flashing with color.
I have no idea what my companions wish, but we retrieved the item that we were after for our job, and we are trying to get out of this town as fast as possible so that we are not followed. But I would be happy to return to you here later, and I could surely go buy some wonderful meals to cook aboard this ship.
Tut tut.
So,
She looks over at her metallic companion. Show the nice woman to the galley, then.
lizard person, what was your name again?
Name's Barack.
Brax?
Yes.
He puts his metallic hand out and gesture for a handshake. He's like, the name's Roland.
Gonna shake one of your hands.
Brock, you say?
Nice and cold.
The name is Urza Scarlet. She bows. Why is it that you followed us?
That's kind of my fault. Could just, leave this guy here, girl, or I'm not sure. What are you?
Are you pointing to me?
The lizard.
No, why couldn't you leave this guy there? Why would you involve them in our matters?
Because I reckon that centaur or whatever he knocked out would have attacked him. I don't know. I just thought
For what reason? This person is not with our group.
he could have thought that the lizard.
Yes, he has a point. The inn was
You
rather
have
empty.
reasonable thinking. Nonetheless, it matters not. You will not be receiving part of my pay, my share. I will not be splitting it 5 ways. I have already agreed 4 ways.
Well,
Wait a minute. We are missing one person.
I was about to say, you actually are missing one person that could easily take their spot.
Perhaps us 4 could take his share too.
Isn't it 5?
It was 5 for
Who are we
100
missing?
apiece.
You're missing the bard.
Is he just not
Oh,
here?
it matters
No,
not.
he left the game. I don't know why. He didn't send any messages about it.
Oh.
Are you
Well, I
willing
mean,
to aid us in our struggle, Sir Brack? Sir Brack? Urza reiterates. Why are you typing?
Madam Brack?
No, my parents were leave me right now.
Oh, okay.
Madam Sir Brack or Sir Ma'am?
No.
Then just let it.
How long is it that you've been in the city?
GM knowledge. Would my character grown up here or?
Well, your character could have spent some time here. There's plenty of lizard folk in the area. As a four-armed, you would be considered a bit of an oddity since it is a fairly rare condition. But some would have found you prized, especially if since you're a fighter, you might have spent some time around an arena, perhaps showing off your skills.
Only for a few months I've been here.
All right. Well, this trip is going to be a long one. Prepare yourself and get ready to get some rest.
I talked to the captain and I overheard her about what services can we provide.
Yes, if you don't, if, I can take barter if you don't wish to pay an amount to travel on my ship.
Well, I could repair any damages to your ship or maybe make you things. I am a well-known craftsman.
She ponders and starts looking him over. Did you make that arm of yours?
The armor?
The arm.
No. But I am studying to be able to make them.
It is a quite fascinating thing. How well does
I
it
got
work?
How does it work?
How well does it work?
Oh, it's pretty fast. Pretty great. He kind of just spins it around. It's very responsive.
Excellent. I've known many a warrior who are stuck for some time, having to potentially grow back body parts that won't otherwise grow back.
Yeah, I got this after a really bad accident. He kind of looks down. I really don't want to talk about it though.
All right. It's fine by me. A lot of us have been in accidents. My friend over there, she points at the Warforged. He was in an accident before I met him.
He was in an accident.
Yes, I found him in an ancient junk heap. Repaired him as best as I could, but he still can't say anything more than his name.
Can I take a look at him?
If you will allow it. He is a person, after all, not simply a machine.
Oh. Will you
I'm
allow me
sorry.
to take a look?
I'm kind of fading in and out right now. You said you need a craftsman?
I'm a craftsman.
Oh, you're a hobbyist at most. That's adorable.
Hobbyist. I made this here gun.
Oh, a boomstick. Oh, I've never. You know, last week me and my friends were. I shouldn't say friends. They're more family, what you would consider. But we just got done building a tank.
A tank.
A tank. Old, 1,000 years old. Maybe a little less than that. Originally ran off of steam. Whatever. We just felt like, doing something retro.
It would run off internal combustion at this point normally, but steam is still a viable solution for some of those things. Looks like Anciano's legacy is going to be well stocked here. So we have to force him to make the tank now. He can't not make the tank anymore.
Right? No, he already asked for help with.
Yeah, Andy has to finish the mine because the mine's already been established in the future.
What mine?
Yeah, I'm kind of forcing him to do stuff now. Doesn't even realize it. Why do I have to do this?
Fused.
But anyway, the Warforged starts wringing his hands together again, then looks over up at Roland with those bright eyes. Tut tut, it asks.
Is there a way I can like inspect them as damage to his head?
You don't see any damage, but there are various fabrics and metals that are wheeled around his head.
So wait, is there anything that's not like? Because I'm able to use like repair construct.
Is your character aware of things like Warforged?
Yeah, his arm is a construct arm, so he should know what Warforged is, right?
Do you have a knowledge on crafting specifically for Warforged, or knowledge on Warforged specifically, or on constructs in general?
I mean, wouldn't that be like knowledge engineering or something, or engineering?
I would consider it a knowledge engineering, but not dungeoneering. If you have one specifically for constructs, that would be stronger.
What type of creature does construct go under? Engineering or what?
I'm just saying general knowledge of certain things. But yeah, I guess engineering would probably be more conducive to it than dungeoneering.
Right. Roll.
You've never seen anything quite like him before, and probably wouldn't know enough on how to fix him if there's anything broken.
Actually, for constructs, it's knowledge arcana.
Yeah, I could probably use
Alright,
that
what's
too.
your roll that?
In this case, engineering is nice.
Not 20.
Yikes!
I mean, I should know. I'm from the north. There is magic and
science, yeah.
technology.
I'm just thinking.
My arm is a construct arm.
Yeah, I'm trying to
It's
think.
actually the same principles. Warforged.
That is true. Let's see. From that, you can kind of ascertain that there's something broken in. Okay, what's the terminology used for? I'm just going to call it just a general thing, like a crystal or something along those lines that helps make him work properly. In a more technical sense, his ability to produce speech is compromised. Basically, the speech center of what serves as his brain is compromised, so that you can only say one thing. It's the equivalent of having aphasia.
Would I be able to repair it using repair like damage? It's like cure like wounds.
No, it looks like it's very old and ancient damage on a very delicate system.
So how would I be able to fix it?
Might not be able to.
Not at first level, I don't think. Maybe eventually you'd be able to fix it, but that would be like a story point, you know?
I mean, my nat 20 doesn't tell me what I need to do.
Basically, it would tell you that you don't have the skills yet to fix it.
I mean, I want to know at least like what type. It's so hard for me to like. Oh, some wizard would have to be like Wish or whatever.
Well, yeah, Wish would definitely work. But it'd probably be something along the lines of anything that comes with crafting magical items.
Oh. Oh, I could do that later then. I mean, I asked the lady. I mean, I told the lady that maybe if I keep applying my spell, I'll be able to repair him. He does have damage on his speech center of his brain. I tell the captain.
She nods because that was for her. That was kind of an obvious thing for her, but it's also good to know that it wasn't simply somebody's whatever the magical equivalent of programming is.
So wait, is this Warforged an actual construct, or is it like an?
All Warforgeds are constructs.
Yeah, but you know, like in this world, there's actual like tech, like you know.
It's clearly a warforged, a mixture of magic and science. I'm just using because I know programming and computer stuff in real life. I find it easier to use those terms than to go by the magical terms. Because it's easier to explain what's wrong with him in science terms than it is explained in pure magic terms.
Well, I mean, that's all I gotta say about. I could, want to find myself, be able to want. And if he wants, I kind of tell him that he should.
He does seem undecided about that. While he might like to be repaired, the idea of having somebody poking around at him does seem to give him some pause for fear. Kind of like the same way somebody going to a doctor for a serious operation might be worried.
It's up to you all. Whatever. You just sit down.
And what are the rest of you going to be offering in terms of trade for the journey?
Can I just give her money?
You can give her money if you like.
Sure, how much?
She grins and says, 10 gold for the round trip.
Cool. I hand her 10 gold.
All right, we're returning to home base, right?
Mm-hmm.
She sits down at her control board and starts the engines up. They lift up into the sky and start traveling back towards the place where it all began. A day has gone by now. And yes, you get enough rest, more time to do stuff. Time for Urza to cook.
Yes.
And if
Hold
you
on,
just
is
go,
that a craft check?
yes. Oh yeah, that's true. That's right. Bullet check time. Yeah, roll check on Urza. Roll a craft check for cooking. Roland, roll a craft check on bullets.
I told you she's a horrible cook.
Yummy 3.
Roland, you can have 5 bullets this time. Urza, midway through the trip, as Roland is busy crafting his bullets, acrid smoke comes drifting out of the galley area.
Urza is going to be sitting here smiling. She's like, "Ah, smells wonderful."
Haven't decided yet, Ed.
I'm sure my comrades would enjoy this fine meal that is coming their way.
GG. So, TPK.
Okay, they're basically for the rest of you. Is there any reaction to the smoke? billowing up from the galley.
Nah, I'm fine.
Nobody's gonna come in there and check.
I'll go in there after finishing my bullets, I guess, or get interrupted by it.
Oh yeah, so I'll go now too.
Okay, if you're going in there, you see that Urza is in nothing but her clothes and an apron. There's batter everywhere, smoke coming from the oven. The smell of things burning. It's literally a mess. It's a train wreck in here. Ah, so good of you to join me. I will have it finished in just a moment.
What are you cooking? Fire?
I am using a fire to cook. How speculative of you.
How do you burn water like that?
What are you speaking of?
Nothing. Just forget it.
Hold
I
on.
think
This is ready for tasting now. You will be my first taste tester. She shoves it into your mouth.
my mouth is covered though.
Oh. Then she shoves it into the wizard's mouth.
I wasn't talking.
Are you in here?
Yeah,
Then she shoves it into your mouth.
but how though? It wasn't open.
Breaks teeth, everything.
Come on, come now.
Maybe
taste
she
it.
just pushes it into your
It has to
face.
taste as wonderful. I made it with love.
Jesus.
I'm gonna back away slowly out of the room.
Where are you going?
I got some work to do.
I'm sure he will try some later. It can't be that bad. She dips her finger in and tastes it and then goes, ooh, okay. Perhaps it
Fort
can be.
save! Fort save
But it was
time!
made with love and I will eat it nonetheless. She forces it down.
And you have to roll a fort save.
Okay.
Wow.
You managed not to be sick for the rest of the trip in the laboratory, but you came very close. Your stomach is very queasy.
Actually, hang on. What did you make? Like soup or whatever?
Perhaps. Whatever the DM said I made.
Well,
I pictured it
I
as some
think-
kind of liquidy food. That's why I was trying to shove it in your mouth.
well, I heard dough, so I was thinking pie.
Ah, that's even better. Okay. Next time I will hold back on a little bit of the ingredients, but I will do much better next time, surely. She begins to clean up and puts her armor back on.
Is there like an apple in here I can eat or whatever?
Yeah, there's like various food stores, apples, some dried goods, jerky.
Okay, I want to take an apple and eat it.
It,
Urza gets back.
it looks
to the-
looks red, mostly delicious, only slightly bruised on one side.
Urza gets back to the main room and just kind of leans back in her chair, looking sick, and says, surely the ingredients were the flaw. The ingredients had to be what was wrong with it. I'm a good cook, of course.
The ship captain looks over at her. What exactly did you do? It smells like smoke in here.
I have no idea. I think there was something wrong with the ingredients. Yes, that must have been it.
And the smoke?
The ingredients, I don't know. They just started smoking for some reason. What kind of magic was that?
Magic? No, it's just a good old-fashioned fire.
I am aware of a fire, and I am an excellent cook, especially in the wild. But those ingredients that you had in there, I tried cooking them too, and then everything just started smoking, and I don't understand. I did it perfectly. And I'm not even going to roll bluff check, she genuinely believes herself.
The captain clucks her tongue and just shakes her head slightly, letting her long braid bounce along her back as she heads back to her returns her attention back to the console to keep you guys on course.
Alright. Roland quickly sneaks away into the kitchen and sneaks out of there. He makes himself a sandwich. And you see him trying to hide something and behind his trench coat. He tries to go back to the chair.
What am I looking at?
I guess I'll roll a sleight of hand.
Yeah, sleight of hand will work. Unfortunately, your sleight of hand fails, and both
No.
Urza and the elven wizard see what you're doing.
You guys see a very nice turkey medicine made.
So you wanted nothing of what I cook, but you go in there and make something for yourselves. The nerve.
No offense, but it's better to let the craftsmen make the things around here.
Y'all are gonna make me put points in craft cooking. That way, that the cooking just steadily gets better over time.
Oh man, we should all just have a cook-off.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start submitting Urza's name to the worst cooks in America.
This isn't America.
Well, we're you know, the equivalent thereof there. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my one of the cooking shows I quite like watching because it's so funny watching how bad these people are.
You see him, Roland just eating a very nice sandwich.
And the more points I put into craft cooking, the more points it goes down.
Jesus.
I mean,
Oh, that's funny.
that hurts the spot.
I summon Chef Anne Burrell to teach you how to cook.
Yeah.
Not once. He fails.
The mirror is actually not going to eat for several days. He's only just going to
Is
drink water and
craft
tea.
wisdom or intelligence?
Intelligence.
Okay.
There's also profession, but God,
Profession is wisdom.
yeah.
All right, you guys ready to get back to town?
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
So
I have 8 ranks in craft sandwich.
So you get back to town, get off the ship. The airship captain seems to be fine with this staying there for now, and you're heading back to the tavern, I assume.
Yes.
Let's see, what am I missing from there? Right. Yeah, I guess you guys can just put down your characters, your characters onto here. This guy's gone.
All right. Is the guy in the same spot drinking tea?
As you come in, you see that the guy with the bearded guy with the silver eyes is still sitting there drinking his tea. He looks over at you and nods his head. It's almost as if he hasn't moved from the spot, although there's plenty of other new people in the room.
What is this? What kind?
Barkeep, I will take a round of your finest tea, Urza says.
And the troll yells back, 1 silver per mug of tea.
What did he say?
1 silver per mug of tea. Because the water is at a premium here.
I am aware. The money will be paid once my tea is delivered.
So does Urza just slam dunk that shit onto the table?
She's just gonna sit at the table and
No,
discuss
I mean,
with the man.
The disc.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Five
tea.
mugs of tea.
Slam dunk it through the table.
5 mugs of tea are delivered to your table for 1 silver apiece. So that'd be 5 silver.
Okay. I hand over the 5 silver.
Wait, can I have some beer? I can't drink this pissy shit.
5 copper.
Then I hand the extra mug of tea over to the gentleman that has been sitting there the entire time, and then she takes out the disc and says, "Here you go, sir. Mission complete."
Aw, that's cute. That's cute, Ed. But that sounds pretty cool too. Okay, so you get the ale is delivered to the guy who's asking for the ale. The tea's for everybody else, and the gentleman at the table switches out for the new tea mug. So, I take it you brought me what I've asked for.
It is right there in front of your face. Is this not correct?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you in character put that there. I think
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I've been reading, but never mind. He picks it up, runs a finger over it. Good, very good. Guess all that need left now is the decoder. He mumbles softly.
The decoder? She asks.
Why, yes, this is part of a set, actually.
And what of our payment, sir?
He slips the disc into a pocket and brings out a small pouch. Now, we agreed on 100 gold for each of you, correct? He looks around and
That is
notices
correct.
that basically locks his eyes on the lizard man. And you are new here.
Oh no, that's our bard.
He smiles knowingly and counts out the equivalent of 100 gold for each of you, including the four-armed lizard who didn't actually do anything, but he got paid anyway for following them.
That's the best job, don't you know?
It is your lucky day, lizard. Brock.
Wow, just lizard. Ooh,
Lesnar?
Urza looks back. Now, what of this other piece? And what is this for, may I ask? The guy that we took it from, we actually knocked him out unconscious. We didn't actually kill anyone because it was unnecessary. But he said that he stole it for the prince, who has taken interest in this. And Urza is speaking loud as hell, so anybody in this bar can hear her.
Yeah, she's getting dirty looks from the other patrons who are basically wondering why she's being so loud. The man seems unconcerned. Which prince
I
did
look
he?
at the
Which
I look at the patrons and I slam my rifle and I keep looking at them.
the rest of them shut up, but the man glances at you briefly for a moment and then looks back at Urza. Which prince did he say?
He did not say. He just said it was for a prince and that the prince could do horrible, horrible things to him. Physically, mentally, and spiritually.
Well, I believe that is his bad luck now, isn't it?
I agree, but I'd rather not have to deal with that any further. We completed our mission, sound and fair.
Hey, he's a centaur, right? I mean, he got some horse legs. He can get away. Okay?
I do concern a bit for his well-being. He seemed to be very genuine when he said that he stole that because it was the prince's. Now, how can we be sure that it is yours and we are not doing any sort of criminal activity with these jobs?
The man smiles slightly. I can assure you this does not belong to a prince. Does that satisfy?
How can you assure me?
I can't go back to prison. I won't make it.
He points at the money he just handed out. Did I not just pay you?
So wait, do we all get
People
100
pay
gold?
people all the time for hush.
Yeah,
gold.
each of you got 100 gold.
Urza
each of us,
reiterates,
or are we dividing it?
No,
No,
you
it's
each got
100
100 gold.
each.
So Urza said, "There is a such thing as hush money. I am just attempting to know whether I did the right thing or not."
That is for you to decide, not for me to tell you.
I think
Well, you said if we completed this mission, you would have more for us, correct?
Yes, and I do, but you were questioning my motives.
well, I think Urza is saying is it's gonna cost a little bit of coin to shut her big mouth.
What she says does not concern me. He looks over at Roland.
Oh, you said that in character?
Yeah, I do.
Urza looks at you. Shut my big. How dare you?
Hey, don't you realize that everybody in the just relax. I know you talk loud, but damn.
Yes, Urza, you're being quite loud.
I am sorry. I am just used to such things. I will do my best to control the volume of my voice.
Maybe I can make something like that. Never mind.
So, what sort of are you still interested in more work, or the 100 gold satisfying to you?
Oh, I would be gladly interested in more work. What more would you have of me?
Well, there's the matter of the decoder for the disc that we have acquired.
Where is this thing found? What is it? How will we find it?
That is a little tricky. He ponders for a moment, putting his fingers together.
Oh yes, another riddle.
I believe at this moment it is in a very distant land, one only accessible by a portal.
And where is this portal located?
Well, the one closest to the location that you need to arrive at would be back down in Ilse.
Just a run around the town, huh?
Yeah, this is one of those missions.
And why could you have not told us about this while we were already there?
Well, you could have learned it other ways, but primarily because I wasn't sure you were going to finish this mission and I needed the disc before you went looking for the decoder, or else both might have ended up in, well, someone else's hands.
Ah, that is fair. So we need to head back to Ilse. Where would this portal be located in that town?
Just ask the people there, they should know. You're going to a place that's often referred to as Dragonland.
Hey!
Dragonland? Out of character, have I heard of a place like that?
That would probably be, so, let's see,
I mean, knowledge,
knowledge.
probably not.
It
How
probably,
knowledge would that be?
I'm trying to think. Let's see. Maybe knowledge
Geography.
local because of the portals around. Yeah, knowledge local would probably be the best bet.
Ooh, I got that.
All right.
Mm.
From that knowledge, you know that approximately 1,000 years ago, at the start of the creation of the portal system that expanded out from Tawala, a group of warriors managed to find a way of getting to Dragonland and ended up building a portals over there, connecting them directly to Tawala. Since then, some portals have spread to different areas, including Ilse, which has led to an unincorporated area of Dragonland, an area that doesn't have its own kingdom. That's basically a major hub of some kind.
Okay.
Okay. And who is it that we are chasing? Do we get a name this time?
Oh, you're not chasing anybody. I imagine that Sting currently holds the decoder. She tends to acquire so many interesting things. You will have to find some way of getting it out of her.
All right. And let's discuss the matter of payment and future contracts for completing this mission.
Well, I imagine you will be able to acquire some rather interesting things while you make your way to Dragonland. But let's just say, if we accomplish this one within 2 weeks' time, I will give you 200 gold each.
200 gold each.
Whoa!
And just where is it you come up with this kind of money, may I ask?
You are a very curious sort, Urza.
Well, I mean, I am very interested in the way you profit, and because I am interested in living a wonderful life myself.
I make some good deals. And I have my connections.
Hey,
Perhaps
buddy,
you
old
can
pal.
introduce me to some of these connections later on.
Roland, what are you saying?
Oh, sorry. I was just saying, hey, buddy, old pal. Looks like you're just rolling around in some dough. I was wondering if you're getting all this money and stuff, you must have high connections. Do you know a good spot set up a shop.
How soon do you wish a shop?
Say again?
How soon would you like to set up a shop?
Whenever possible, at least within the month.
Have you considered a traveling shop?
I don't know. I was thinking of having a nice place to have, a whole set of armory and just come back and throw,
Well, if you do end up taking the job, the final job for me, which will be considerable amount of time, not these little, well, let's just say penny ante things, then you probably will not have time to run a full shop, at least not one in a fixed space.
But I mean, I'm gonna have to need some storage, don't I?
Yes.
What is this traveling shop you speak of?
Well,
I wanted to settle down and make a shop in a good area, but I was standing around.
Yeah, I'm asking him about this traveling shop. The guy.
Wait, I thought he wanted me to make a traveling shop.
Yeah, well, let him describe what it is.
he was suggesting to you that you, instead of making a fixed shop, since you'd be traveling around, if you take the job, the full commission, because I mean these are just trial runs to see how you guys work as a group, basically. The full commission, you might not have any time to run a shop because you'll be busy with other stuff for a long time. He's not saying how long though, and is making the suggestion that basically wherever you're traveling to, you have a shop that moves along with you so that you can sell while you're on the road.
So do you have any suggestions? I was thinking like one of those airships that lady had.
Yes, that would be my take. Why don't you talk to her?
Sounds like a really. It's like kind of drunk.
Off one
You drunk
ale?
off- I was about to say
You
off one
weak as
ale.
fuck.
Jeez.
Holy shit! What a fucking weak ass.
Teetotaler.
I don't know. I throughout this conversation you would have like a.
Conversation's been like 5 minutes.
He was drinking.
He took one sip and was starting to pass out.
He was one of those. He was like just guzzling. Anyway.
So, are you guys interested in this commission?
Yeah, but
So,
I need money for my shop.
Good. So, go to Sting in off the the portal from Islay to Dragonland. You should be able to find her. She is well known there. And ask about the decoder and see how you can acquire it. If she requires money, I should be able to front you that.
we will do the best that I can. Just in case, could you provide us with travel fares now so that we do not have to pay out of pocket?
And how much was the travel expenses?
She said
Well,
something of 10 gold last time.
God damn it.
For a trip there. So a round trip should be about 20 gold.
Well, that does seem
Each, right?
yes.
Huh?
Each.
That does seem.
I don't know.
I will give
Yeah, each.
I will give you 10 gold each for the travel there. You can probably work something out with her, or I will reimburse you when you come back. Does that sound fair?
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good.
Cool.
So, is there anything else your characters wish to do before you head back to the airship once again?
What's this guy's name again?
He did not say.
Urza slams her tea mug down on the table. That was a mighty fine glass of tea, bartender. I will be seeing you again as soon as possible.
I come to the guy and just kind of whisper in his ear. Well, not whisper all like that, but I just kind of like put my arm around him. I didn't quite get your name.
He smiles lightly at you and touches your good arm. Oh, hold on one second.
Fort? Oh. Okay. No. Ooh.
Alright, he basically just smiles at you and holds your arm for holds the upper part of your arm for a moment. He doesn't actually say anything and then lets it go and nods his head.
Do I know what happened to me?
No. All you know is what I just whispered to you.
Darn.
Can I like make a knowledge check to whatever?
You can try, but it's definitely you wouldn't know what just happened.
I can't roll like a perception or whatever.
There is no perception.
Spot check, I mean.
No, because it's not something you saw.
What knowledge would it be?
Nothing. As far as any of you know, all he did was just. Hold on a second. Okay. As far as you know, he just basically just held Roland's arm tightly.
Nice.
What was all that about? He's just circling me for it. You didn't tell me your name.
He just returns to his tea without saying another word.
Oh,
Come
no.
now, we must make way back to the airship.
It would be nice to know who we're working for. What, you think we're just gonna blab it out? No, I understand. Yeah, and then he just looks at Urza. Alright, whatever.
We are back again.
Yeah, the airship captain is still at our ship and is actually mildly surprised when you return. Oh, you wish another ride? Where to this time?
Yes. Back to Ilse.
She actually lets out a short laugh at that. Already? You didn't even spend the night here.
We'll sleep on your airship. I'm getting used to the skies at this point. Urza hands over 10 gold.
Let's see. Perhaps she ponders and rubs her chin for a moment. No. I imagine that you'll be off somewhere else as soon as we get back to Ilse.
Yes, we are making way for Dragonland.
Dragonland. I've heard of that. It's very far away. But yes, that's right. There's a portal there in Ilse, isn't there?
That is what the whatever his name was said.
Whatever his name was? She
Yeah, I
looks at
don't
you
really
for a
know
moment.
his name, but I didn't ask. We are just doing jobs.
Well, I guess that's why you have to earn a living, don't you?
That is correct.
Speaking of which, he asked about setting up a shop in her airship.
A shop, you say?
Ooh.
She looks over at Tut Tut, who looks back, wringing his hands, but seeming to nod his head. That could be interesting. I'd have to expand a little bit, but it could be doable.
Yeah, that'll give me a reason to stick around more over here and maybe, make a friend there.
Perhaps you could propose some kind of business deal, since this is her airship.
Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna do it just for free.
It would bring further profit to you for not only chauffeuring us around, but you would be making a little bit of an extra penny.
Yeah, it'll attract more people to you.
Oh, that does sound good, but I guess we should wait a bit until after you've returned from your current quest.
Yeah, we're sort of just iron these things out. I'm kind of tired.
Well, Tut Tut will show you to the barracks. Tut Tut takes them
There is
below.
a barracks on this ship?
Yeah, it's a small one. The Tut Tut takes you below, basically right off the galley kitchen. There's a series of a series of bunk beds, series of bunk beds basically.
So wait, there was a barracks this whole time and someone was sleeping.
Nobody else.
Urza plops down onto the bed after taking her armor off.
Roland will just lean his rifle against like the wall and just jump into the bed.
Such a heavenly material this bed is made of. I haven't slept on a good bed in, well, ever.
What does Urza wear under her armor?
Nothing.
Standard clothes.
Oh no.
She wears a traveler's outfit. So it consists of
A lot of pockets.
you see the little blue skirt underneath her armor? Like I imagine that's actually there. Like, you know, the armor takes up her upper body, but the skirt is part of the outfit underneath. It's like a white kind of vest sort of thing.
Schoolgirl's uniform?
Similar, a little bit, but not exactly. I'll send you a picture of it.
Am I still awake for this, by the way?
Yes.
Spellcraft and open the spell?
Yeah, you can roll spell trap check.
Great. No.
As
why?
far as you can tell, this is totally real, and there's something. It's right above you.
Can I roll a will save to just look?
Yes, you may.
No. Oh god, a zombie!
The rest of you suddenly hear Roland screaming about a zombie.
Urza quickly draws her weapon, runs over, and makes an attack roll against the zombie. Let's see. That would be a charge.
Urza, you're right next to the zombie. Can't charge.
Okay, well then, whatever. I'm still going to attack him.
Does Urza see it?
Yes.
Yeah, she sees it too.
It's on top of me.
Roland, roll reflex.
No, you're gonna kill me. Oh god. Oh, GG, boys.
Urza, roll damage.
Oh my god. I'm unconscious and bleeding out.
What is this? What is going on?
You're bleeding. Your
Unconscious and bleeding out after you slash him right in the shoulder.
your blade went right through the image of the zombie and right into poor Roland, who's below it.
She quickly runs over and attempts to roll a heal check to stabilize him.
I took 10 damage. Unless your sword is adamantine.
I just barely beat the DC. I think. No, wait, I think it's 15.
So do I still see the zombie?
Well, no, you're unconscious.
The image of
I don't know.
the image of the zombie seems to be have disappeared at this point, leaving behind only the thought that Urza has just attacked Roland for no reason.
So I
I'm
hear,
sorry,
oh god, zombie! And then,
I attempted to kill the zombie. Did anybody else see that?
bleeds profusely.
I saw you
Heal
stab
check
him.
stabilize him?
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him.
I try again. Oh my god.
Help me!
I try again.
I'm gonna run
Okay,
over.
there you go. You're stabilized.
Like, is there anyone else gonna help?
Like, she attempts to quickly bandage you up, but she's doing something with the bandages by like yanking the bandage but putting her foot on your body and pulling as hard as she can to wrap the wound up tight, but is pulling way too hard.
At first thought, I'm like, hey, one less guy, more gold for the rest of us. But, yeah. Oh.
She finally manages to stabilize your bleeding, but
So wait, that takes 2 turns? I take 2 more damage?
yes.
Alright, so I'm at -7.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
How much HP do you have?
You're
-5, only level 1.
is 5 HP. I nearly killed him with one hit.
Ouch.
I dropped him to -5. Anyway, so Urza's gonna look around. Does anybody have any healing equipment or spells prepared, perhaps?
No.
I can cast magic missile.
That
can
would not
also-
help us in this situation, little one.
I thought as much.
I will be right back. I will be fetching the captain. But before I go, surely someone else saw the zombie that was atop of him.
I saw you stab him.
There was
I
a
also saw
zombie
that.
there. I am not making this up. There was some kind of zombie above him.
A zombie in an airship? Really?
I will be right back. We have an
So,
emergency,
do
a
we-
medical emergency.
I just realized something. Do we not have a healer in our party?
No,
Nope.
we
The
don't.
bard
Whoops.
was the right?
That's right. We lost the bard. We have two fighters and two spellcasters and whatever Roland is. I keep forgetting.
I mean,
Sorry.
I could heal. I'm the only one that can heal.
Yeah, the guy who can heal is the one who's been stabbed. Okay.
We have a medical emergency. I have injured my comrade in an attempt to kill a zombie that appeared above him.
The captain's eyes just kind of widen a bit in terms of it's hard to tell what she's more surprised about or what she's thinking, but it seems like it's a cross between "Are you kidding me?" or "How stupid is this woman?" Well, she's looking at herself. What
Listen
have
to
you
me. There was
done?
a zombie above him. I saw it. I'm sure that he saw it. I attempted to save him, and I accidentally stabbed him.
You accidentally stabbed him. She just has this disbelieving look on her face and starts shaking her head. All right, I'll take us back down to the first port I can find.
I have stabilized him for now, but he will be okay, correct?
How should I know? I'm not a doctor.
Oh boy. Urza's just kind of like, I have never injured a comrade before or hurt anyone. I was only attempting to help.
Man, this is some plot.
The airship starts. You feel the airship starting to descend as poor Roland there is still very much hurt. As the airship touches down, it's clear it's not on a regular docking line or in a docking slot or anything like that, but it's touched down on the ground itself.
All right, I run down and I pick him up out of his bed and I carry him off of the airship, looking for a doctor or some kind of healer, a temple.
As you get outside, you see that you're on the grounds of a vast school. Various students are staring at you as you come in. They appear to be
Yes,
students of magical arts.
Hello, is there a healer somewhere around? My friend here is gravely wounded.
Take him inside. Put him on a bed. One says, and immediately rushes to a particular room, showing where there's a nice clean bed to throw him onto.
Urza runs and heads into the room or wherever.
Also, I am following Urza.
Two students.
Forced adventuring group.
The two of the younger students follow the woman into the room as she pulls out some sort of necklace from around her neck and starts pressing it towards Roland's fallen form. How did this happen?
There was some kind of zombie that appeared above his head, but apparently I'm the only one that saw it.
Please ignore her. She is completely insane.
I am not.
Slipped
I
and
saw
fell on
a
a sword.
zombie.
It's an airship, Turkey.
There was
Seriously.
a zombie above his head. I attempted to strike at it and accidentally hit him.
You
Come-
sound insane right now.
Calm down, please, ma'am. The woman turns towards the kobold. Do you know if there was any disease or poison on the weapon?
No, I do not have any poison or here. Just take a look at my weapon. She hands over her long sword.
The woman holds up a hand. Ma'am, you're gonna have to leave the room right now, alright? We need some silence in here, and you're just too disruptive.
I will make my way out then. I do apologize. She leaves.
The woman and two of the students start going over Roland's injuries. She moves the instrument up and down his body and looks over at the students and starts barking orders towards them. Are you sure this man has not been poisoned or toxic or ready to have toxin? She asks again.
Yes.
All right. Stand back. You two, pay attention. She points at her students. And then she puts her hands together and starts calling in a spell. If anyone wants to roll a spell check. No.
Yeah.
She can also the doctors can roll a heal check to find out if he's been poisoned.
That might be a thing, but the thing is that's a standard question thing.
Oh, okay.
So,
Gotcha.
she basically is casting a standard healing spell and lays her hands lays her hands down on Roland. The magic starts pushing through his body and starts mending up the wound on his shoulder, stopping the bleeding, and healing him back to consciousness.
So I'm at 0.
You'd be at 1.
Zombie! He takes a deep breath as he comes back to
Calm
consciousness.
down, please, sir. You're safe. There's no zombies here.
Do I see any? No, right?
You don't see any zombies. You see a woman you've never met before and two young people. You do not see Urza, but you do see the kobold and the lizard guy.
Hey, I'm there too.
So they're like holding me down, right? Their hands on my chest.
Yeah, though her hands are on your chest. Yeah.
All right, so I like kind of jolt up a little bit, pushing her just a little bit, not too hard. I'm like, zombie! And then like my eyes are wide open. Look at everybody. I'm like, where am I?
After Urza stabbed you, we took you to the.
No, he fell on the sword. Seriously. You're trying to say that one of our party members stabbed another one in front of these doctors. Do you want to get arrested?
There was a zombie. I saw it.
Would it look to him that I was striking at the zombie?
It would look to him like the zombie was over him, and then suddenly a blade cut through the zombie and into him.
So I think the blade came out of the zombie or something.
The blade came right through the zombie as if the zombie wasn't there, because it wasn't, and into you.
So what I'm getting is Urza tried to save me, but it went through the zombie.
Basically, yes.
What the hell was that? He's just so confused. What could that be? Tell me. He asked other people.
Kobold? Elf guy?
Yeah.
What's up?
Like I explained what happened. There was a zombie
Got
on me,
stabbed.
and then I got stabbed because Urza tried to kill the zombie that was on top of me.
I swear, if there's a hospital bill for this, it's on you, buddy.
On me? What did I do? I didn't do anything.
That's the point. You didn't do anything.
That's the point. I was just trying to sleep.
Sir, you're in a safe place now. Don't worry. There's no zombies here. The woman who was healing him reassures.
Can you check if there's any curse on me or something?
No, and there's no poison, no disease, no sign of anything else. But the attack just sounds quite strange.
Whatever. So I asked them if they could keep healing me.
The instructor takes a step back and nods her head towards the students, who come over and start attempting to heal you. The healing pulses from their hands tickle.
Does it tickle like the other guy? Or
No, it tickles in a different way, but you might want to roll like a will save to see if you start laughing out loud.
okay. I'll just roll. Begins laughing hysterically.
Evidently, you're very ticklish, and what they're doing is tickling extremely as you're healing. You're now back up to full health.
I want to go up to like the boss lady and I want to ask, can I buy a potion so this doesn't happen? So if this does happen again, I can do something about it.
Well, I don't actually sell potions, but I imagine there's some
I
student.
walk off immediately.
He just cuts her off.
Yep.
Damn, cold.
The students look satisfied with their work and return to their instructor. Well, it's been quite a day now, hasn't it? Thank you for giving my students some nice hands-on lessons there.
No, thank you. That really hurt. Do I owe you anything?
No, like I said, my students really needed someone to learn, and it's better to have some healing done on some random stranger than on one of the other students.
Oh, gee, thanks. Well, I guess I best be going. Sorry about that, fellas, but I don't think I could be tonight.
Okay. So we're going back to the airship?
Yes.
Alright.
Nobody can explain what happened, so I just gonna have to do it.
Aw, poor Urza.
Wow. The power of one person.
Yeah, the one person decided to cast an illusion spell, and it makes everything happen.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping on the bed anymore. Sitting on this is a desk, right?
I think that's supposed to be an end table, but it's just a random picture that I drew up that had enough beds for everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit there and hug my rifle, just like be in like a half asleep daze.
I'm gonna sleep at seeing zombies and trying to kill them. We got one hugging a sword and one hugging a rifle.
That is just awesome.
I'm not gonna get shot soon. I'm good.
Mhm.
Yeah, the gullibility there really affected it for so a lot.
I mean, damn, I kind of feel bad now.
Yeah, I know that wasn't your intention to do that. You're trying to do something funny, but I like to run with it.
Damn.
What? Someone casted a spell on us out again?
One of the other players
No.
decided to cast an illusion.
Dirty. Oh, whatever. Who did that? What was that? It must have been that guy.
But none of you guys in character would be aware of it, unless the guy who did it wants to come forward and confess his sins.
Nope.
No, I think like my character would probably think it was the guy. He must have sent it to him. Wrap his arm like that.
It's funny how none of you guys suspected the spellcasters.
Because there is supposed to be a sense of trust in this group.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Yo, I did not expect that to happen though.
What did you expect to happen?
Not your sword going through his chest.
What? You thought
It
I was
was
gonna
an attempt to save him.
Well,
Yeah.
Ursa seems
Like, when a warrior strikes, they strike with their full force. They expect it to collide with flesh. If I'm quick to believe in an illusion, I would believe that my sword would collide and stop.
Yeah, but why don't you like try to push him off instead of like just going straight with the jab?
But if I see a zombie on top of an ally, I'm going to quickly slice through it.
Yeah, I guess. Wow.
You know,
Okay,
it's just that Ursa probably like thought that it would, the body would stop the blow from going all
Yeah,
the way.
Yeah,
basically
put too much force in it, and it hit me instead.
Yeah. Basically the main thing is saying is that Urza rolled high and Roland rolled low,
Yeah, I rolled pretty shitty, like 3 times in a row. So.
and then Urza rolled high twice by both hitting Roland and then doing lots of damage to Roland.
I rolled a fucking nat 1 to know.
If Urza finds out that you were the culprit of the illusion, though, she will literally strangle you.
Yeah, I'm not telling that. Like, that's never coming out.
Does your character ever
Yeah, he's sleeping on the table with his gun ready, like hugged in it. Do I have to rest like 2 times longer then?
No, you've actually been healed up, but I mean your character might have bad flashbacks to that moment.
No, but he's not actually sleeping.
No, what I'm saying is that you healed up in the school. The students finished healing you.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking about rest. Rest is still.
Well, that's a good point. Probably wouldn't get much rest since you're kind of shaken at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Now, what I want to say is that unfortunately, because my headset has been damaged, I can't keep blasting the noise, this loud. So basically, I was going to call the session at this time, even though it's earlier than I would like.
Alright.
Now we just have to figure out. Now the main thing is we have to figure out what time next week, because next Friday I will not be available. Next Friday is Humble Bundle Monthly, and I stream that.
So, I mean, I'm available like